What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Game of Thrones video. It's back. The hype is real. I watched it at 2 freaking a.m. 2 a.m. I watched this damn show because I do not want to miss a thing. I don't want to wait. I was going to sing I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, but I started to sing the Dawson's Creek theme tune. Forget that happened. Let's move on. So, Game of Thrones, we were warned, and my chair keeps moving me around. I feel like Bran. I'm just going to sit here like this, very stoic for the entire episode in the courtyard, which was weird. No one moved Bran. I don't know why. But I digress. Again, this is the first episode. This pretty much parallels the first episode where we saw the kid at the start of this episode run around to get a good view of the incoming soldiers. This time it was the Unsullied, and last time it was actually the Lannister troops who were descended upon Winterfell when good old Robert Baratheon went on this ill-fated trip and caused an entire war, and he still never got his breastplate stretcher there, did he? He died without his breastplate stretcher. But it's very cool that they have paralleled this episode. Of course, we had a monarch enter Winterfell there. Of course, we had Jaime Lannister return. We saw Tyrion also arrive here as well at Winterfell. So very big parallels there from the first episode. And of course, we had a touching moment beneath in the crypt, which we saw Jon Snow look and pay his respects. And then he finds out he's an actual Targaryen and he's first of his name. Now, I'm going to put something out there. I am going to just question this. So if you have read Fire and Blood, please can you tell me if you've read it? Because I have read it and I cannot remember if one of the Targaryen kings actually, or they actually stated that they want to make it so that the girls who are born have a chance at being queen. So let me know there what you think. Do you? I thought this happened in there. I'm not sure. I haven't finished the book just yet, but I could swear that happened. So to me, it seems like Daenerys has the stronger claim, because if that happened by her ancestors, well, she does have the stronger claim there. Because I think she's older. I think, off the top of my head, I believe she is older. But it's curious there to say the least. And will we have a conflict? We've already set up conflict between Sansa and Daenerys. We had the Lyanna Mormont, and she has proved herself to be a thorn in the side because they wanted the King of the North, not the Kneeler in the North there. You see what I did there? Kneeler, King, they both start with K. I'm sorry, I'm going to just carry on from this now. But there's conflict, and this isn't like that weird forced conflict that we had between Sansa and Arya last season, which was just pointless. That was definitely one of the downsides for me, and that is, of course, goes hand in hand with me the season previous with the Faith Militant. I thought that conflict was boring and rubbish, except the payoff was absolutely dope. So I guess there is that, but the Sansa Arya didn't really have much payoff. I guess you could count Littlefinger as the payoff for that, but he was going to die anyway because they were going to find out enough anyway. But we've also got as well the fact that, well, good old Samwell Tarly now is shipping or going for a dude. He wants his dude to be king, especially after the fact he found out that Daenerys, well, one, she burnt his father and brother there, and two, she did it without remorse. So without remorse there, which is kind of why he is a bit of upset. I'm really upset about that, because she didn't really have to properly do it. I guess she did to get fear and respect, but I thought that's not really what she's about. So there is that as well. So there's conflict there between possibly Samwell, Jon and Daenerys, and we've also got Sansa and Daenerys as well there. So there's a lot of conflict, and of course at the end of the episode we had Jaime Lannister appear as well. So there's quite a lot of conflict going on here as well. Now Bronn is going to have a lot of conflict, as he had a very funny scene in a brothel there, and the girls were just not interested. They were interested in the handsome Lannister boys who were burnt, and Ed Sheeran's character there, he is alive, but his face is burnt and he has no eyelids. And the rest of his group, I believe, are now dead as well. They're the ones that I mentioned that were burnt alive. Rip. Press F to pay respects to your boys. They're gone. But Bronn has been handed the crossbow, which was also given to your boy Joffrey, who is totally dead. So more conflict, a lot of conflict, all centering around Winterfell. Everyone is pretty much making their way to Winterfell for that episode 3 Battle of Winterfell, which I am super pumped for, because that is going to be off the freaking chain for that. But next up as well, there's a very big callback, or not a callback, but more of a setup for what's going to happen next. Because if you consider Winterfell's going to fall, where the hell are they going to go next? Now, we know from last season with the red shirt trip up north to capture a walker, we know that the White Walkers and the Whites cannot actually walk on water. Again, no, I'm sorry. But they can't walk on water. So what's going to happen next? Well, yes, Euron hinted last season he's going to go off and live on his own in the Iron Islands. But Yara and your boy Euron, well, Yara's going off to take over the Iron Islands. Your boy Euron, with no dick, is off to Winterfell to fight. He will quite easily be able to say, yeah, sorry about Winterfell. Let's go over here to the Iron Islands. Beach holiday, spring break there in the Iron Islands, because they're safe. They can go over there and just chill and have that as a staging area. And we'll probably see some more of the Iron Islands. Didn't really look that interesting. It was one of the cool houses I liked when I read the books, but in the show they're very much not quite there. But that's probably where we're going to head next as well. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, one of the big things, the biggest thing on this episode, in my opinion, was Ned Umber. Now, Ned Umber was like, which one of you is my king? Because who's in charge of me here? Is it Sansa? Is it Jon Snow? Is this white-haired girl? Who is she? Because I don't have a clue. I'm 12, and what is this? He's just like, what? And then we have a very harrowing moment there at the last hearth, which we know, as we saw in the start of the episode, is next from the Night King. Your boy, the metal hell that is the Night King, is going to kick some medieval butt. And he turned Ned Umber there in a very harrowing thing there, turned him into a fan out of shrimp and arms, and he was alive. And there was the circle thingy-mabob symbol that we've seen quite a lot. We've seen it on Dragonstone. We've seen it in other episodes where they've been fanned out like that. And we know that that symbol is where he was made. So if you remember, we did have one of the first men captured by the Children of the Forest, stabbed, and then was reborn and created as a weapon to kill the first men. But this area had like a fanning out of stones and things like that. So what does that mean? We know that that symbol is precious to him. Is he just like, oh, this is my home, I'm going to tell everyone where I came from? Or is it simply, were those stones fanned out to make a cool little thing, like a magical ritual? And personally, I'm going to throw it out there as a curveball. This is my curveball theory, and each episode I'm going to do a curveball theory here. I think that he is going to Winterfell because that's where he was created at the Godswood. It's been quite a few years. Obviously, everything will look different. Godswood there. I'm going to throw it out there. That might be why he's going there. That's pretty cool. But those symbols are very, very important. And the one with the circle and the line through it looks like the hand of the Queen. Could be just coincidence, I suppose, perhaps. But I'm hoping, I did a video on Sunday where I was talking about Game of Thrones and I want more notice of the magic. I want more magic. I want more symbolism. I just want to know what the hell these White Walkers are doing. I want to know what the Night King wants to do. It's driving me mad. So after this video, I'm going to go and watch the episode again because I watched it at 2 a.m. and I was like that. I was just bleary-eyed. I was like, this is amazing. I stop. No. And I loved it. So now, next up, we've also got the Golden Company, the GC boy, who we expected to return, or at least make their debut here. And we thought that, well, it's going to be dope as hell. There's going to be elephants. There's going to be Harry Strickland. Your boy Harry Strickland, the OG badass. There's no elephants. Cersei was pretty much the writers going, we wanted elephants. Where the hell are they? Now, what's interesting here is that, well, Cersei was like, I'm not going to bang you, dude. You're going to be friend zoned for a couple of years. We're going to bang. It's going to be awkward. And then I'm not really going to talk to you. I'm going to just ghost you. And then I'm going to get a new guy. And then that's it for us. But he mentioned that wars can take years. Now, we know that Cersei is with child. I don't know how people are pregnant up there. It's more like there. That she is with child. Of course she's with child. How is she going to mask that she is pregnant? Or she originally thought, I'm queen. I can do whatever the hell I want. We don't need no man. She thought that Jaime Lannister would come out of the woodwork and they could kind of be legit. He ran off because Cersei's a bitch. And then what happened is she needs a beard, so to speak, there for her dude, her bubba there. But who can that be? None other than Euron Greyjoy. He said, I'm going to put a prince in you. She made a little face, and she's just like, you don't know that my brother banged me and got me knocked up, but I'm going to pretend that it's yours. That's what happened, basically. That's what happened. So she is going to use Euron there, of course, and Euron is told that he's on the wrong team, so there is that, and he can just go wherever he wants. So I expect him to actually just swap over and be a douchebag, because he is. But that's it for this video. Not too much to talk about. We're just setting up. Everyone's just kind of like, it's the video for Home Sweet Home by Motley Crue. Everyone's just kind of converging together, and then we're going to just rock out with our eunuchs out. But that's it for this video. Bran's creepy as hell. Don't leave your brands out in the cold. They can die of frostbite. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.